We want to say a cabo to everyone. Welcome to the Orisa Economy Podcast. I'm your co-host, Awolowo Alaje,
And I am Ori Midar Fasheye.
and this is the one and only podcast dedicated to Orisha devotees that are winning in business and in life as well. So,
Ashe.
yes. We're super excited today to have our guest on, renowned film producer, really doing good work as far as uh, displaying Isese in a good light on film and getting the word out about Orisha devotees. So we have Baba Ifasooto, Ifawumi, with us today. So, Baba, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your story and journey?
Thank you. I appreciate you, the host. May Ifa and Eledumare bless you abundantly, and the effort that you are putting together to make sure that the lineage of our ancestors do not go into extinction. May Eledumare bless you more than your expectation. We're sitting in front of you these hours of time is the voice and image of Adeyemo Ifasooto Ifawumi. I was brought up in Oyo, the hometown of Sango. So yes, the hometown of Sango. Oyo La Feria Sagrada. Oyo is a promised land. So both my father was a native of Oyo. My mother was a native of Ibadan, very close to Oyo, where we believe that Ibadan was like an outskirt of Oyo. Ibadan is like a village to Oyo, but due to the expansion of the city, Ibadan eventually become the largest city in Africa. So, I attended a primary school in Oyo. So my secondary school also, my secondary school in Oyo as well. I have opportunity to attend the teacher training college known as NCE. So I have to wait for some times before I could further into university. So in my university, I studied biology education. So after some times, I discovered that I need to put more effort. So I still study botany in a master degree. So from my elementary, from my little stage of life, I've been studying Ifa from cradle because my father was a Babalawo, and also is an hunter, and is well known as far as the Ogun court is concerned. Of course, he have initiated so many people into Ogun, people from Brazil, people from America, people from Spain, and the likes. So I'm able to study the Ifa through him. But you know, when you study with your parents, you won't take the education, you won't take it serious. You need to go out. So that is what subjected me to study Ifa through Baba Ifaniyi. Baba Faniyi is now Oluwo Iseke, one of the aspects of Oyo, because Oyo as a town, Oyo as an empire was made up of different villages that come together to form Oyo. So one of the villages was Iseke, and my Oluwo was the Oluwo to that place. So that is the little journey about me. I ventured into film. Also, let me say I'm an entrepreneur because any opportunity that comes on my way, I usually grab it. Yeah, I usually grab it. So every day I did feasibility studies. What is the opportunity? I usually look for a problem. Yes, I look for a problem. And if I discover the problem, then I try to provide a solution to it. And that is why now apart from being a filmmaker, apart from being a babalawo, I'm an ethnobotanist. And an ethnobotanist makes use of the herbs in his immediate environment, joining together to make akoshe. Akoshe is drug to help people to cure many diseases that, in fact, the modern medicine can never tackle, can never solve. I make sure that I use my akoshe, the herbs, the syrup, the oil, and the likes, and people like it. That is the little introduction I can say about myself. I'm a bona fide filmmaker. In fact, if I could count it, I've produced up to 7 films, and they were all Isese films. I try to extract many stories, a fantastic stories from Modupa, join it together, put comedy, put some other things that people want to see, and people really love it. People love it. That is the little thing I can say.
Yes. Thank you. So tell us more about, you said film, and then you're a botanist as well. Tell us first more about any film projects or that you have, your film business.
Yes, okay, let me start like this. My journey into a film was for a two purpose. The purpose number one is to make money. I have to be sincere with you. Yes. Because the reward for every capital you put into a business is either profit or loss. And I don't want to be in loss. Because if I invested and I lost, I won't be able to produce another film. So that is my first motive. Then the second motive was to educate people, was to correct the erroneous belief that people have towards our Isese. People believe that anything that is negative, anything that is evil, anything that is disastrous, anything that is satanic should only be attributed to Isese. Meanwhile, it is not. Okay, and I sat down. It was just an let me say Orisa, our ancestors, they choose me because my father was not a filmmaker. My academic background has nothing to do with films. But Orisa, they just say, Ifasooto, stand up and you should be a filmmaker today. And I never find it difficult. In fact, the way I act, the way I write my story, the way I put everything together, people were so surprised that how are you able to do it? I said it was Orisa that make it easy for me. Now, I sat down, I discovered, okay, people are saying negative things about Isese. This is a problem. And you know, as a scientist, you need to identify a problem. You need to observe, you need to make an observation. Then after the observation, you now see that this is a problem. My observation was that people are saying negative things about Isese. You know, if you want to kill a dog, you have to call it a bad name. If you said this dog is insane, this dog is suffering from a rabies, people will be running from that dog and they will try to kill the dog so that the dog will not transmit the diseases to them. After killing the dog, the question is it truly that the dog is insane? No, it's because people want to eat the dog. That's why they call it a bad name. Because they want our Isese to go into extinction. They started tagging it with a negative name. They said, Babalawo, they were murderer. Babalawo, they were a killer. Babalawo, they are this. Babalawo, they were that. And they spoiled the name of our Isese through films, through many films. Somebody will be suffering from a sickness. They will take the person to Babalawo. Babalawo will find it difficult to heal the person. They will now take the person to church or mosque. They say, in Jesus' name, and the person will get healed. Meanwhile, in a real life, it is not possible. I'm telling you, it is not possible. If you are suffering from a kind of diseases or an ailment, you need to go to Babalawo so they do above for you. They do appeasement for you so that you can become fit as fiddle. So I saw this as an observation that leads to a problem. Now, I now formulated my hypothesis that, okay, if I join a film making, do I think this is going to make a positive impact in our society? Okay, if I don't join, Do I think if I put my money into this, do I think it will make a positive impact? Then I conducted my research. As a result of the result I generated, I discovered that I need to be among them. Because from the story part, from the acting part, if you are not part of them, they will just be manipulating you. And since then, I'm trying my effort. I'm trying to change some kind of a narrative, some kind of an erroneous belief. I let them understand that Babalawo, they were a good person. Babalawo, they were so friendly. Babalawo, they were so loyal. Babalawo, they are not a betrayer. Babalawo are this and that. You know, there was one Odufa called Ogunabede. People tag Ogunabede as a king of thieves. That if Babalawo consulted Ifa for you and Ogunabede was the Odu that revealed to you, they will said, there is no solution for you than to be a thief, an armed robber. And people are disseminating the information. The information really go viral. Now, I stood up, I said, no, Ogunabede is not a thief. Ogunabede has never for once robbed anybody. Ogunabede is not a fraudster. Ogunabede was just an opportune Odu. Out of the 256 Odu that we had, Ogunabede is among the most opportune among them. Okay, people never believe me. I said, okay, this is what I'm going to do. And I put the story of Ogunabede into pen and paper. I turned it to a film, and people was like, wow, wow, this is fantastic.
Yes.
You get it? So my journey into filmmaking was so amazing, although it was full of challenges, you know, because to be a filmmaker, because the challenges that I usually face was that I make sure the title of my film has something to do with Ifa. And whenever people saw my text, they be like, Ifasooto is here again. He wants to preach Ifa to us. No, we don't want this film, we don't want this. So it makes me felt bad, because for me to realize my capital, oh, it's a lot of stress, you know. I do it alone. I do it alone. People are not ready to support. People want you to be at peak. Then when you are at peak, that's okay. They want to join you. But I appreciate Ifa and Eledumare. Like I said initially, that they choose me, and they are really supporting me, both in kind, in cash, and with a good memory, good intelligence to be able to put things into place. Because to be a filmmaker, it is an onerous task. It is not easy. It is not easy. It is not easy. But I thank Ifa and Eledumare. They made it easy for me, because I just have to be sincere, and people show me love. Yes. Whenever I posted my film, people share it for me. People share it for me. People share it for me. People like it. Because for me to be in front of you this amount of time, it is an opportunity. I just have to be sincere for you. I'm so amazing. I say thank you once again.
Oh, thank you, Baba. We appreciate you joining us today.
Yeah.
That the movie on Ogunda Bede. Oh, I love that movie as well. Yeah, and I don't know if Ellery Ipin, if that is your latest movie, or do you have
Yes,
anything?
yeah.
Okay,
Let it,
yeah,
yeah.
and you touched on that in that movie about the sicknesses and the babalawo being able to heal where others couldn't succeed in that manner. You know, you speak a lot about Egbe, in that film. So as far as like Egbe Aye, like our good friends and our supporters on Earth and things of that nature. One of our questions is about the challenges, right? So can you speak to how some of your supporters have helped you through the challenges? Maybe navigating the movie industry over there in Yoruba land.
Yes. Hey, you see, the only support I get from people was that I could remember my first film, Amiwaja. Amiwaja was a film about a two apprentices under Ifa, under the tutelage of Oluwo. One was from a wealthy family, while the other one was from a family where they live in an abject poverty. The one from a wealthy family do not face his studies. But the one from an abject poverty, he don't have option than to face the studies. And then later he really made it. So the film, I plan it on a low budget level, just as a practical. But when the film comes out, I really love it. So somebody just advised me to try to launch the film, to do an exhibition for the film. I said, okay, who am I going to call? I said, okay, let me just try my best. That day I was so happy, I was so flabbergasted because I invited Baba came for the premiere. Baba came. Baba really commend my effort because Baba was also a filmmaker. Baba commend my effort. Baba said, he was so happy because his thought was that who's going to be his successor in the film industry. But by the time he saw me, he saw my effort, he is ready to feature in my next project without taking a dime. I was like, wow.
Yes.
Because whenever anybody in the film industry wanted to feature Babele Buban, Baba charged a lot. Yes, and they pay because people know how eloquent, how fantastic Babele Buban was. Baba will surely interpret the role perfectly. So people saw Baba as an hot cake. Either even if it is an ordinary scene, if Baba feature in that film, people will be rushing to watch the film because Ifawumi has already created a stardom for Baba. But Baba said he's ready to feature in my own film for free. I was like, wow. So on that day, people give me a lot of gifts, a lot of money. So I use that money to produce another film because that money, people are saying, Ifasooto, go and use the money to buy a car. You can use the money to build an house. You can use the money to make a trip to America. Like I said, no. I won't do that. This money is my capital. And whether I like it or not, I need to let my capital remain my capital. Nothing will tamper it. I just have to need to hustle. I had little amount of money to it so that my next project is going to be a fantastic and amazing one. That is one of the first support. So people for instance, people contributed like a 50% of the capital to produce another film for me. So I look for another 50% and I produce another film titled Obarabogbe. And in that Obarabogbe, Babele Buban featured there. Baba did not collect anything from me. So Babele Buban featured there. People really love Obarabogbe. People was like, wow, people love Obarabogbe. So from there, I do not stop. So I produced another film called Arainyo. The synopsis of Arainyo was that there was a two friend. One was rich, while other was living in an abject poverty. But the one that was rich depend on his wife. If you wanted to give people, make an help to people, if you want to support people, you need to take an advice from his wife. So he can't decide on his own. So people thought that people thought he used his wife for blood money. So later, people don't realize that it was based on the fact that he respected his wife so much. That is why the ori of his wife is blessing him abundantly. So for that film, I spent like 1,500,000. Like for now, let me say like $1,200 US to produce that film. But what pains me a lot was that film, hardly I couldn't make up to $200. I couldn't make $200. People were like, because in that film, I let people see the significance of Ori in that film. The significance of Ori. So I try to make the body part, I make it real. Yes, I make it real. I use a real babalawo. So we buy a year too. Eyele, Agban, goats. I make everything real. People were like, no, how? No. So before I could make $200 in that film, oh, it was a tug of war. Let me tell you, I cried. It was a big challenge. But if I tell me, because later I did it that far, that if you are the one that said I should do this thing, what happened? Where am I wrong? Do I consume a taboo? Do I did something? If I said no, 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 no. This is just a mere challenge. Put more effort. Do something. Where am I going to get the capital? But I don't know how if I do it for me. So I need to force myself to make another film titled Obaluaye. Oh, Obaluaye was a multi-million naira project.
Beautiful.
I faced a lot of challenges in Obaluaye as well from my story. You know, I want to tell the story about Obaluaye because Obaluaye is the custodian of diseases, either epidemic, endemic, or pandemic. He is the custodian, and he is the only one that have the antidote. There's nothing we can do. So before I can cook the story, it took me up to 6 months. I need to visit Baba Lebu for the screenplay that Baba, this is what I want to do. Baba, how should I put the story? Baba was like, wow. I have a story of Obaluaye, but I wanted it to be a stage play. So Baba said, I don't have the energy anymore. Because Baba said, okay, put it, remove this, add this. So Baba helped me to rebuild the story. Now, by the factor of that, I need to search for capital. How am I going to get the capital? Because I need to make it real. I need to make it look fantastic. I need to make it look awesome so that people can watch it, then get the knowledge and a lot of things. You know, I use my energy, my effort, my sweat to make the film.
Yes.
So I'm trying to my effort because the film is above what I can put on YouTube. I can't put it on YouTube. So I try my effort to put a film on Netflix, but yet I'm unable. So I'm trying to put a film on Amazon. Well, I'm still expecting a positive response from Amazon. Maybe they can take the film. So despite the fact that I venture into Obaluaye, the film is not even yet to be released. Rather than be talking about either making profit or loss, I don't sleep. I need to put more effort because my Ifa said, don't relax, put more effort. You will get there one day. So I still put my capital together to make LREP. So LREP is just about the contemporary issue in our society. You know, I told you I like to observe. Based on my observation, I deduce a problem. Then the problem, I try to find the solution to it. So I observe that in our society, we are having a lot of religion violence, religion intolerance. When you woke up, people say, Ifasooto, I want to revert back to Isese, but my father do not tolerate me. My mother, they said, if you go to Isese, we will reject you. So people really, this has created a lot of emotional trouble for people. People don't know where to start from. Okay, I said, okay, I know what to do. So I just put everything into pen and paper. The story was, the entire story of LREP. I don't know, I slept and I have a dream and everything just come. I just woke up, take my phone, scene one, this what happened, scene two, and I make everything. Everything just come on my brain. And I call people, see, I want to shoot LREP. People are like, no, don't use LREP as your title. No. People will not accept this film. I said, don't worry. Don't worry. I have a two motive. Okay, if I'm able to achieve the first motive, if I'm unable to achieve the second motive, I'm okay. And what is the first motive? To correct the erroneous belief that people have towards Isese. If that is what I'm only achieving, I'm fine. For now, if my money is not coming back, I know one day my money will surely back to me because I'm like this. I'm not like this. So we started working on LREP, and on LREP, I acted as a son of a Muslim family. My father was an Alhaji, my mother was an Alhaja. You know that. So a Muslim to the core, they don't tolerate anything. You know, it was so funny, it was so crazy for a son of a bona fide Muslim to just turn up one day that he wanted to be practicing Ifa. It was crazy. It was crazy. So my father saw me as a sadist. My mother also saw me as a sadist, to the extent that they have to chase me out of their house. My father has to freeze my account that I don't have anything. He thought if he handled me with an iron hand, I will surely come back to Muslim. But instead of doing that, I said, no, I will have to stay with Isese. So later in the day, I used the energy of my Ifa, everything, to cure a lady that is suffering from epilepsy. Everybody was like, wow. So, you know, I used LREP to tell people that we are all from Isese and we will eventually back to Isese. Because when we eventually trace the history of my father in that film, Alhaji father was an Oluawo. So Alhaji also converted from Isese back to Muslim. Now the nemesis now come through me. So I have to go back to that Isese. Alhaji now said no. And that let people realize that we should allow people to practice their belief, practice their religion. Either we like it or not, we are from Isese and we eventually back to Isese. Do you now know what made me happy? In fact, on that day, I have to cry. But the kind of cry was a positive one. There's a one singer, one hip-hop artist called Nice, Nice. He sing and it was Afro hip-hop. The person is the name of the person is Nice. He is popular.
Okay.
You know. Yes, it just in that film there was a scene where my lecturer was asking that who is the father of wisdom, and I stood up that Orunmila was the father of wisdom. He is the one that let us know about politics. He taught us about medical. He taught us about physics, chemistry, mathematics, and the likes. The lecturer was like, wow, who are you? So this singer just extract this thing. I posted it. By the time he posted it, people were like, wow, Ifasooto, this person has posted your film. This person posted your film. He do this. On that day, I was so crazy that how come? And I was so happy. And that is how LREP makes me to know a lot of people. LREP took me to a lot of places that I don't even know I can reach. LREP travel to a country that, let me be sincere with you, I can't even reach there. You know, I took the challenges and I don't let it weigh me down. You know, an actor refund my money some times ago because by the time he checked the script, he discovered that it was an Ifa story and he said he can't do it. You know, it was so crazy. He had to return the money back that he can't do it because it is an Ifa story. You know, those things were so frustrating. And I, as a person, also have rejected to feature in a lot of films because if I take the story, they will say Babalawo did a money ritual for people. Babalawo is the one that taught them about blood money. Babalawo is the one that killed. Babalawo is the one that do this, that do that. As to come and act as Babalawo, I said no. Right. I can't do that. Babalawo can never do such a thing. Try to change your story. If you change your story, then I'm ready to feature. They said, no, you're not changing our story. I said, okay, you can. I'm not ready to feature. Then I will refund your money back, the money that you paid to me. I'm ready to pay it back. You know how you know it's not easy. The money that you've received, that you even spent to refund it. So those are the challenges. I face the challenges of acceptability. People don't accept any story that has to do with the fact. People don't accept it easily. You just have to bend. And you know, the monetary aspect of it, you know, it's not easy. It's not easy. One just have to keep on pushing it. But like I said initially, that I thanks Ifa and a little money, because if not for the fact that I'm a filmmaker, I won't be able to sit in front of you people these hours of time and be talking. So that is a sign of a blessing to me. It's a sign that if I keep on doing it, I will surely be at a peak one day.
Ashe. Baba, how can
Yes.
so you talked about your movies, your films. You have you said the latest project, Baba Luya, you want to do a stage play, right? You want to do a stage play?
No. Before I wanted to be a stage play, but now I've made it to be a feature film that people can just watch at their comfort zone.
Okay. Can you tell our viewers how they can find your films?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, for now my films can only be found on YouTube.
What's your YouTube?
My YouTube is Olooto TV. Olooto TV.
Can you spell it for us?
O as in orange. L as in leaf. O as in orange. O as in orange. T as in tomorrow. O as in orange. And TV. T and V.
Ashe, thank you. And what about on your what's your Instagram? How can people find you on Instagram?
Yeah, my Instagram is Ifawumi.
Okay.
Ifawumi.
Ifawumi. Okay.
Give thanks, Baba, for you coming today. Before we let you go, we always like to ask, like in the network, you know, we're building the Orisa Economy podcast as well as network. So just some things that you would see that would support you, you know, in your filmmaking, in your ethnobotany enterprise, and things of that nature. You know, for people in the diaspora, you know, maybe they're in the United States, UK, or even, you know, in your homeland, you know, how you know, like what type of service providers or professionals would you like to see support the work, or would you like to work with?
I like that question. As far as my ethnobotany is concerned, I would like to work with a pharmacist. You know, being a babalawo, we face a lot of challenges. You know, people are a pretender. I don't know why. People have been psychologically caged. People like to dodge at the back of needle. I don't know how possible that was, to dodge yourself at the back of needle. You know, almost all these the drug that we were consuming, they were all made from herbs, either we like it or not. But whenever people hear that you want to make an associate to them, they feel like, no, I reject it in the Jesus name. That was satanic, that was evil, that was devilish. So I would like to work with pharmacy, like I said earlier, so that we can try to rebrand the Akose, so that they can see Akose as something fantastic and as something they can consume. That it is not poisonous. It won't harm them by the time they consume it, and the shelf lives. You know what I'm trying to say? That it is of a more benefit than harms. You know, so I would like also so that this app that we were talking about, it is good. The orthodox medicine, it is of a great significance than the modern one, because the modern one has a lot of hazard. I don't know if you know about what is called the mutation. Mutation is just the permanent change in the DNA. We have a lot of genetic accidents, like the Mongo, the trisomy, the trisomy, a lot of genetic accidents that people were facing as a result of the modern medicine that people were consuming. You know, but our orthodox medicine, no, they have no negative effect. So if I'm able to work with some people like a pharmacist, like a medical doctor, and a lot of people, we will be able to put things into places. Use innovation. You know, innovation is just a method of introducing a new idea to an existing one. How we are able to package our herbs so that people will find it attractive, so that people will see it as something they can go for. You know, and also I would like government to support in the sense that government should give our orthodox medicine a good recognition. They should not against it. They should not see that something bad. They should certify Onisegun. They should certify the Babalawo, so that if Babalawo produce an akose, maybe for memory, Isoye, they should let it be something that people should purchase, something that people should recognize, something that people should take. They should not say, ah, no, it is bad, it is devilish. Because if you look at China were able to develop because they don't condemn their indigenous products. They don't condemn their indigenous herbs. They don't condemn their indigenous culture and tradition. Look at the country of ours. Look at you now. You put on Asofi. If anybody saw you in Nigeria, put on Asofi, they will just be laughing. Ah, he is not exposed. Do you understand? That one, yes. As far as my ethnobotany is concerned. So as far as my filmmaking is concerned, see, I need a venture capitalist. I need people who are ready to venture. Yes. A bird at hand is better than 1,000 in the bush. Nobody is an encyclopedia of knowledge. I need a venture capitalist. People who are ready to venture. You know, I have a story that if Eledumare bless me, I would like to shoot the film. The story is about Iyami, the relationship between Iyami, Ishodara, and Obatala. In that film, I would like to use 200 horses. 200 horses.
Okay.
200 women. 200 women. And many more. Do you know how much that kind of film is going to cost me? So a project like that, I need a venture capitalist who are going to partner, who will partner. We share the benefit together. And if peradventure it is a risk, we share it together. But I pray we will not end up in a risk. We will not end up in loss. So I need a venture capital who will help, who will come so that we can just do things together. Because I can't do it alone. I just have to be sincere. So I need the support of people like you. And how do I need you? I need more broadcasts. I need more sharing. Whenever my film gets dropped, I need people to share it, share and reshare, share. Everything is not about money. I just have to be sincere. Because what you did to me today, either I like it or not, is you added to my follow, you added to my promotion, you added to my career, to my fame and the likes. Because I don't know how much I can pay to you. Even if after I want to bribe you people to have me in your program, I don't know the thousands of dollars that I can pay to you. You get it? But you have me on your show at the free of charge. This is
Right.
this is the kind of help that I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
This is the kind of support that I'm looking for. Everything is not about money, 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 money.
Right.
So and I pray that nearest in future, a big filmmaker from the US, from Spain, from Mexico, I pray they should be able to feature in my film. Then I will now say, Ifa Eledumare. Thank you.
Ashe. Ashe.
Yes.
That's beautiful. Well, we definitely give thanks for you spending time with us today, Baba, and definitely we'll put the word out there. We'll definitely be sharing the podcast and linking your both your YouTube as well as your Instagram to the podcast, so everybody can check out the movies, and they're definitely great movies. I've enjoyed a number of them. I think I've seen 3 out of the 7 you said you've produced. So definitely gonna look for some of those other ones, and I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to Aloto TV, so I will continue to watch there, and so we definitely want to thank everybody for joining our podcast today, and I am Awolowo Alaje, the co-host. My sister Ori Midara had to step away real quick, but just remember to follow us on all social media, Orisha Economy, at Orisha Economy. And we will definitely continue to build the network and shine a light on Orisha devotees who are winning in business and in life. Odabo.
So